You know it, see it, you see it, you see it, you see it. Stay on your toes.
That was a smart place, buddy.
Sorry about that, Tom.
No dramas, mate.
The brakes have recalibrated themselves up here.
Right side. Still there. Clear by half. One on the right side. Clear.
User joined your channel.
Sorry about that, Mark. How are you?
User joined your channel. Microphone activated.
How are you guys getting on?
Oh, sorry, I just realised I had my mic on mute. Victor's in the car now, just finished doing a double stint. The car's in better shape than it's been all race. It's quite nice to drive. We're up to 20 seconds now, and let's have a look. We're 46 laps off, but we're only 3 laps off the car ahead of us, and 5 laps off the car ahead of them. So with a few more DNFs, maybe we can make back a few more places. But we're just having fun at the moment. Not as much fun as you guys. Second place, aren't you?
Yeah, we just dropped a third with the pit stop, but the team in second will have to pit in the next couple of minutes. So it's going to come down to, well, if we continue to do this exchange every time we pit, it'll be whether or not we can last out to the end without needing to dive in for a splash and go, because we're very tight on fuel on the hours as the hours are ticking by here. So
Yeah.
that'll be the key.
So who's scheduled to take it across the line?
Well, I don't know. I had a screen freeze for 5 seconds there on my last stint and hit the wall
One on the
and
right
turned
side.
3. And so we're
Still
running a
there?
little bit of damage now. And I don't know, maybe Raiders is
clear.
going to stay up extra late. I'll see. We'll see if the leader drops out. I'm sure he's not going to be going to bed. What do you reckon, Raiders?
You know, it might not have been your system though, because at the back of my stint, got some heavy stuttering, and Christoph watching said he had stuttering as well. So I don't know if maybe the servers are creaking.
Well, I don't know. And it could be anything, couldn't it? No way of knowing. All I know is it came back and I was on the grass. So.
Well,
It could have
actually, it is quite hard to watch other cars because I don't know, server information speed is slow. When I switch to other cars, I need to wait for like two minutes, and then I will see it driving the.
Mm.
It's always like that.
Oh, I haven't seen that in regular races before.
In team racing, it is.
Oh, okay. Then nothing to worry about.
Victor's just here laying down laps. I knew the car was fast. I thought it might do a 202. Actually, I thought I had a 202.9 and it robbed me. So Victor comes in and does a 202.3. The disappointing, well not disappointing, the ironic thing is we're probably one of the fastest cars in our server at the moment. We're lapping faster than many of the cars in the top 10 easily.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because you find the longer it goes, the harder it is to keep knocking out the fast laps.
Moving.
I mean, not only because I've destroyed the front end of our BMW, but
Left
just
side.
I don't know, it's concentration
Clear.
or
Yeah, go ahead.
motivation, possibly. When you're racing someone and you can't see them,
Mm.
and then they just jump you in the pit stop, and oh, there they are.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the cars ahead of Victor and it's beaten up something chronic. We had this guy, he was like, I don't know, a lap down on us at least. Or maybe he was up actually. But he was blocking. And I thought for a minute maybe he's got steering problems, and then I realised, no, he's going from left to right on the track, blocking. Where's next on the Road Warriors schedule?
Indy 500.
Oh yeah, you said.
I don't know where the next team event is for the endurance Road Warrior thing. Not off the top of my head, anyway. Oh, I saw a video of that crash you talked about earlier at the Nürburgring.
Jan Mardenborough.
Yeah, I didn't read the details about who it was. The one that killed one of the spectators.
Yeah, it was actually Jan Mardenborough at the wheel.
It just went over the brow of a hill, and the wind got underneath. It was like an old Le Mans crash, and it just flipped him, and he landed on his rear and sort of barrel rolled over the top.
But you see, for a while it was sliding on its rear though, wasn't it? It was like it was balancing on the boot of the car. It was. You're right though. I can't remember who it was at Le Mans, but it was definitely a Mercedes. Oh, was it Bernd Schneider? It was Bernd Schneider, wasn't it? And Alan McNish. Didn't Alan McNish do it as well? Backflipped and landed off the track.
Yeah, in the woods there. Horrible, isn't it? That's why they brought in all the chicanes, to try and stop it.
It's the flat bottoms cars. They still shouldn't do that, but once it does get underneath, it's just...
Hey, Rainers.
Yeah.
The team in second have just swapped, and they swapped driver as well for the slower driver. He's just got back in.
Okay, that's good news.
Yeah, yes it is.
Wait, didn't he swap to the slowest driver when I was hosting?
No, they're doing double stints.
Oh.
So the guy's been in since lap 175 and he's just got out on lap 232. And now they've swapped drivers, so hopefully now we'll get a
Right
double
side.
stint with this guy.
Still there.
I
You're
checked
clear.
the laps that we made before, and from the first, second, third stint, my first stint I made 30 laps. I think that's the highest we have. Your average I think is 28, and Ronnie's is 26.
One on the right side. Clear. Clear.
But I don't know how I squeeze that.
Yeah. I'm gonna need
I
to...
Started at 199. Push it. Yeah, almost. I think it's 30 laps again. Yeah, the last one is good enough. Well, at least we know that if in tank you have
Right side.
4.7, you can
Still there. Still there. Clear.
Yeah, the only problem is the people we're racing. They're not going to be worried about fuel because they've just pitted now, so they've got loads of time up their sleeve. Well, we'll see what the story is when Ronnie's done.
Yeah, anyways, if we don't mess up, we are in top 3 and we take another next one. Or if it's a small pit stop, then maybe we can make it if we are ahead.
Yeah, well, if we were to go in the pits and just do a splash of fuel and go again, I don't know what,
Yeah.
it's about 10 litres or something, because that's all we're going to be short, is a couple of laps maximum.
So it will work out. So you will be ready. If we're gonna make this finish line in volume after the drivers, that's the goal I set. My legs are in pain because I don't have any force to push down. I need
Left side. Clear. Clear.
like in there all the time. That's pain.
What the hell are you describing? You got to hold onto the leg,
No, I mean my pedals are so soft. I have no pressure against my feet.
Left side.
You need to hold your
Clear.
This is the most random conversation.
Sorry about that.
that's what you get after 8 hours.
Isn't this what we got at Daytona as well? It started to get weird.
And just staring at the screen as well, not really taking it in anymore.
Yeah. I'm so glad KB kept driving. What else would we be doing on a Saturday night?
Yeah, there's something about the old endurance.
Why don't they let me pass?
I know.
Fast
We had the same.
They are racing me instead of letting me pass.
Peter, what are you doing?
What happened in my stint was they ended up, not these two, but they were doing the same thing and they just ended up crashing into each other.
I'm 2 seconds faster.
They just don't like the idea that they're getting
Left side.
or passed by a car that's...
Peter, you know what
Still there.
black means?
Clear, clear, clear. Good job.
There are some quite funny team names actually. Screw loose motorsports.
On your left.
For me, the
Clear.
funniest was so sad racing.
I saw that.
But they are doing good.
Okay, so the team in third just did a 2:04.5, and that's a second slower than Ronnie now.
What's your fastest race lap?
2:01.9.
Oh, that's crazy.
That was Ronnie right at the beginning.
Fifth lap. I would say now the average is 203.
I'm hitting this lap.
3 or something like
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we're lapping considerably slower, but everybody's got some kind of damage except for the leader.
that. They've just got me blanking. That's it.
Yeah, the leader's got a terrible connection.
You're just,
Blinking all over the place,
you're just
and his
praying.
bloody screen covered. Yeah, I was, but then I got told off. Rainers told me off. Don't be such a bad sport, he said.
It's not bad sportsman. It's you got to get what you get.
Actually,
Left
it's
side.
not blinking at all.
Clear.
What you do, Henry, is you pray for it, and then but you feel sorry for them sincerely if it actually happens.
That's it. They've changed drivers just now, actually. Funny enough.
And then if they get disconnected, you just write a sorry letter to them.
Yeah. We're sorry that we prayed for it. However, look, we proved the existence of the sim racing god.
Right side. Clear.
It's a shame we didn't end up in the same split.
Ronnie's just encountered a back marker who wants to race us. Through the hairpin on the outside, yeah, good one.
Oh, Rainis, I got my move of the race for you. That crazy guy that I was talking about that was blocking us. Jumped him on the outside into turn 3.
Okay. Nice.
Don't talk to me
Left
about the
side.
outside of turn 3.
Still there. Clear.
You didn't see it.
What happened to the outside of turn 3?
That's where the screen froze.
Oh,
And I ended up kissing the tyre wall.
I will need to find on the live stream my face when I saw that.
There was a moment when I just put my head in my hands. I can't remember what happened. Oh no, there was a moment like that. I think I shook my head. I think you came out the pits. You made 2 turns and span. I was like,
Yeah, I had the same feeling.
That was not fun.
it made me laugh. Afterwards, of course.
Of course.
I thought the best picture of you on the stream was when you're eating a bowl of noodles or something and something caught your eye, Mark.
Yeah.
You're just sitting there with these noodles hanging out your mouth.
What can I say? It was a 24-hour race. Can't
Anyone
starve.
tuning in to watch that?
They were like, hold on, is this a cooking show?
Well, while we wait for our skins, we can actually share some recipes about noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go for a coffee.
Oh, I'll see you in a bit.
We,
Right side.
we should, in the next few
Clear by
days,
half.
fingers crossed, get that YouTube partnership with Race World TV network finalised.
Thank you.
I saw that. I saw as well the Blue Flag Racing logo up and running on your videos.
Yeah,
That looked cool.
yeah, it
It's on
works
the
really
end.
well. Yeah.
That's great. Can you put it on the beginning as well?
Yeah, normally it is on the beginning as well, so when you see that it's only on the end, I've cut the beginning off.
Oh, okay.
If I do it as a capture, render, upload, then it's in the beginning and the end. If it's just straight from Twitch after streaming, then I've highlighted it and edited it down. But what I was thinking I'll do is just record it to upload it, I should say, to YouTube, just that part, because then you can edit it on YouTube and tag it onto the beginning and end of all of our videos.
Yeah.
But now that Rainis is streaming his race as well, we can export that as well. We can put a playlist together.
It's because he's been streaming me going, come on, the leader's just got to crash and they're blinking. Disconnect.
Yeah, I think as long as you put a disclaimer in the description that look, in the heat of battle, people say things. I mean, that's what I've put on all my videos recently, a disclaimer. Like, in the heat of racing, people say things. Don't take it personally.
On it now, are we? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I've turned the stream on. It wasn't on before, because the overlay is not working properly. I thought it was something to do with OBS, but now I've realised it's actually this race. For some reason, this event is not showing the telemetry properly.
Because Ronnie was on about streaming as well at the beginning of the race. He said, "Oh, just try and turn my Twitch channel on." I don't know if he went with the live stream in the end or not.
Well, the more people that can record and stream theirs, the more content will get up there. But yeah, I think it should definitely go up, especially if you're there going, come on, disconnect, disconnect, damn you. You can, as long as you say sorry, I didn't mean it.
Sorry.
It's on the wrong video. And you can't say sorry yet, it hasn't happened. Right now, you do mean it.
I can't see any good way out of this for me.
Why try? You know, you can't tell me that in the history of motorsport, people haven't sat there hoping someone's engine blew up. The amount of drivers that try to pretend there's no problem with their car because they know the car behind will smell blood and just hunt them down. So you keep wishing. Carmel's already got us. I reckon that the reason your race is going so well is because this one's going so sucky. So maybe if we drop a position, you'll pick up first.
Whoa. Well, I think we're in a struggle here for third. I don't know if we're going to keep it. It's going to depend on this fuel. On this fuel run.
Confidence.
Well, look at the time.
Lift and coast.
Yeah.
3 hours and 32 minutes to go, right? And
Yeah, you can save a lot of liters in that time.
Yeah.
Ronnie
Lots.
is
Oh,
got-
Ronnie's not going to save any. Don't ask
No.
Ronnie to save any.
He's just over halfway through his tank, or he's just under, so he's 0.6 of a lap under halfway through his tank.
You and Rainis better save half a tank between you so Ronnie can use it.
The thing is, he's trying. He's purposefully driving in the 204s here.
Yeah, but I reckon the more he tries to save fuel, the more he'll end up using.
Yeah, quite possibly.
I'm not sure what he does. He must really drive it into the apex and mess around with the throttle to balance the car and pull it off the apex or something.
Yeah, there must be hardly any off throttle time.
Yeah. It obviously works because he's fast.
I'm more of a Sunday driver, must roll it into the corner.
Yeah.
Can we soften the suspension a little bit? It's fucking uncomfortable.
Based on this, I reckon we try and register another team for the gathering of tweakers. So we can try and get 2 cars on that grid.
Yep.
Because this has worked really well.
As we get towards summer now, the amount of time I can invest in this is going to diminish, because that's my really busy period of work. So the 3 months, July, August, September, it's going to be pretty hard for me to commit to the Road Warrior series.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry. I think that's going to be the same for many
Left
people.
side, clear.
There's going to be many. The more the sun comes out, the more there are going to be people with either work commitments, barbecue commitments, or family
Right side.
commitments. Happens every year.
Clear.
We hire out air conditioning units, so
Yeah,
We
you're
get
going to be
busy.
busy. You're definitely going to be busy.
Guys, have you checked the stream? Okay.
You're a bit quiet. What did you say?
Did you have chance to check out my stream?
Yeah.
Was it smooth or was it lagging?
It was smooth when I looked earlier. Let's have a look now. When I looked earlier, it was pretty smooth.
Officially, I don't have any dropped frames.
Yeah, it looks fine to me. Hey, that's not fair. Your OBS, listen to me like a baby. Your OBS overlay seems to be working fine. The Twitch overlay, because you got the standings, whereas mine isn't working at all. But it worked when I left the session and went into a practice session. It worked fine.
I have only the camera and that's it.
Yeah, but on OBS, you've got the Twitch stream overlay, so you've got the standings on the left-hand side, and normally I have the standings on the screen as well, but
I can put them only when I'm
yeah, but mine won't show up at all. And if and you know, and normally the relative box shows up, and it's not showing up either.
Keep coming.
Ooh. That was close.
I almost got run over by a HPD a couple of laps ago.
Yeah, I saw that. I figured if I don't say anything, it doesn't happen.
I think I left something in my pants. When you're not focused, it's easy to just drive around, not see the other cars.
We're up to 21st now.
Rainus, are you there?
Yeah.
Leaders
I'm
on
just
pit road.
thinking, if you've got better fuel economy, why don't you do 2 of the last 3 stints?
No, I got my first ink.
Don't worry, I got about 10.
Yeah, I hope the same. Because I'm trying to not do any, I do them.
Mine's
Leaders
because
on pit road.
Mine's because I was too focused on keeping the car on the track. I didn't care about the. Well, I did care, but I was caring less about the ink, more about the wall.
Five laps.
Well, I'm not sure if those readings are right, but it looks like third place is only like 30 to 40 seconds.
Yeah, that is right.
But are you guys out of sequence with regard to pit stops, or are you actually racing?
Well, this is it. We're going to be right on the cusp of making it with, what are we talking about, 3 more stops. But there is also a chance that we are going to need to pit for a splash of fuel right at the end, whereas we know that the people behind us are going to make it with 3 more stops definitely.
Well, what's your fuel number right now?
We've got 12 laps of fuel left in the car. So it's going to do 11 more laps at this current rate, which is going to give us 22 minutes off the clock, which is going to be 3 hours and 2 minutes.
Because in one full tank you can make more than 60 minutes.
Yeah.
But I've only been getting 28 laps through a tank.
Have you been pitting early though? Have you been pitting when it goes down to saying that there's less than a lap worth of fuel in the car, or have you been pitting with 1 point something laps of fuel in the car?
I'll be honest with you, I didn't look until the last stop.
Well, I usually pit it when
See, because we were pitting with about 1 point something laps left, but then on the
Right side.
last stint,
Clear.
I didn't pit until we had 0.2 laps left. We just ran it right to the last lap.
Well, Rayners had less than a litre in the tank when he pitted last time.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what you want.
Maybe
Seven,
you-
I had 200 milliliters left.
It's going to be close, for sure. It depends when it's going to depend on when the white flag comes out.
Yeah, but you want to run each stint and do the last lap on the road. Don't cut it fine, don't be silly with it, but if on the lap before you cross the line with 1.3, 1.4 laps worth of fuel, do the next lap.
Yeah, we're going to, but it's still going to be very tight because it's going to be the race is going to finish at the first complete lap after 12 hours, isn't it? So it's
Yeah.
not going to be just 12 hours long. It's going to be a bit more, and that's where we might come unstuck.
So how far behind you is fourth?
I don't think fourth is much of a problem because they're not going that fast.
Well, no, that's what I was thinking. That if the worst case scenario is you would drop to third, but best case scenario is that you'll take second or first. You just like Victor said, save the fuel now. Either just go
Yeah.
to map 2, go
Just cruise on the back straight.
yeah, save it now. Don't drive into sunset. Lift.
Well, he's not going to get another lap out of it. We've got 10 laps to go. 10.4 laps when he crossed the line. 10.5 laps when he crossed the line.
Yeah, but the sooner you start coasting down into the last turn, the more fuel you've got to play with afterwards. You're right, it may not get him a lap now, but when you're sitting on pit road, you might not need to put in a full tank. It'll just get harder the further you go.
Save a whole lap. You need to save a whole lap at a time, otherwise it's not going to make any difference.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. If fourth is not an issue to you, you could save a lap in the next 10 laps. You just have to tell Ronnie to slow down.
well, what do you reckon, Rayners? About doing 2 stints of the next 3?
Well, we can see that after going to the end of the first thing.
Okay.
I can try if I don't have a competition on my back. I can try to do early shiftings and save some fuel with that as well.
How much time do you lose on map 2?
Well, actually, I think that at the end I don't lose much because I can't go fast anyways.
And does it actually save
Left
you any
side.
fuel?
Clear.
Yeah.
Go to map 2 then.
No.
I knew Victor would say that. I knew he'd say that.
But you can
Not going
cruise.
in red save your fuel.
I just wanted to see how quickly Victor would have a heart attack.
Left
Is
side.
Christoph ready?
Yes, I'm
Clear.
ready.
Clear.
Good.
Hello, Christoph.
Is your son still there, Christoph?
Yes, he's very, very straight today. He should sleep, but he's still watching with me.
What's his name?
His name is Kuba.
Hi, Kuba. Everyone wave and say hi to Kuba on the stream. It's him. He's the reason why we're still racing.
It's close.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So in all seriousness, yeah. If Ronnie's already backed off his pace, but then between you two, you can coast into the first turn, you can coast into the last turn. You can coast into the hairpin. Yeah, you can coast into those 3 places. You'll definitely save a lap's worth of fuel or more over a stint easily.
Well, let's hope so.
And you won't lose
On
much
your
time.
The fuel saving, if we can
Clear,
manage,
clear.
Say 2.04 seconds, then I think it's quite good.
Yeah, but if you're racing third, hoping to get first, and fourth isn't an issue, the lap time isn't as critical. It's like Henry said, it's actually avoiding the splash at the end. Because if they have to pit,
And keeping positions.
yeah,
So we've got to do 2 things. We've got to save fuel and we've got to make sure we don't lose. It's about a half a lap, the lead. I mean, we're just coming down to turn 2 and they're just approaching sunset now. So he's out of 3 when they're taking sunset.
yeah. But what you want to do is you don't want to do neither.
Side.
You don't want to get in the situation
Still
where
there. Clear.
you slow a bit, but not enough to help you, and you then lose position or track position. You either save the fuel, or just put your foot down and go for. Whoa!
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. You wanted to see me put. You wanted to see me put my head in my hands. Timestamp is with 3 hours and 16 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Nice reflexes, Victor.
I wish I saw what happened.
HPD in front looped it, cut across the track. Literally just rotated 90 degrees on track in front of Victor. It was one of those close your eyes, Days of Thunder moments. Unfortunately, the track cleared.
I had good reaction time.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
And there's good video.
Have you actually calculated the laps required, the fuel required, rather than fingers and toes?
No, I know that when Ronnie's been getting out of the car, we've been short of the hour, and then gradually we've been working it back to the hour, and it's very close. And actually, this time we told him to be careful with the fuel consumption, and he is. There's got 7 to go, 7 more laps with 14 more minutes to drive, so we're going to be pretty close to the hour mark again. Bearing in mind we're going to sit in pit lane for about 1.5 minutes each time.
Yeah. We need to get you guys to use iSpeed.
Or dash meter.
Yeah, something, so we can actually get a fuel number.
But a pit stop takes 30 seconds. So you can't lose more than... Maybe it's faster to do that pit stop in the end.
Yeah. Especially if it happens on the last lap. You can do a Michael Schumacher's Silverstone, was it 95? You can duck into the pits on the last lap to get your fuel and cross the start-finish line.
Well, the start and finish line is before our pit stall, actually. So it'd have to be the lap after. I mean, worst case scenario, I suppose, if we're all on the same lap, second, third, and fourth, as long as we've started that last lap, we're not going to be overtaken, whether we make it across the line. So, if we run out of fuel on the last lap, we're going to finish 4th.
Left side. Clear.
Oh well, it's going to be fun anyway. It's going to be close.
Yeah.
So
We should have made a 12-hour practice session to calculate this out.
you don't need to. You just need to run iSpeed or dash meter
Yeah.
and figure out your fuel number. You don't need to run the whole 12 hours.
You can use fuel buddy too.
Left side.
And that's a free
Clear.
program.
No, I'm old.
Software.
See, because I know that my fuel number is 3.127 litres per lap.
Well, I know
See,
I can get 59 minutes.
I calculated I was more like
Drive forward, faster.
4.1 litres a lap. And
Poss-
that was when I was doing the Blancpain Sprint series, so I don't know, I had a different setup.
Thank you, Justin.
I mean, if we take our pit stop out, so Christoph pitted on lap 2, he then came in lap 26, we did 24 laps. Bailey came out lap 27. Victor took the car off him lap 56, so he did what, 29 laps, 30 laps.
See, we've done 26 laps, and I've done 28 laps each time, and Rainus has done 30.
Yeah, we're doing, I think, 28, 29 laps.
But you're in the Porsche as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a bigger tank. But high fuel consumption. So it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
we need to build another tank and fill that at the same time.
And drag it round behind you in a caravan.
Exactly.
Just have an extra 5
Little jiffy can.
Oh no, Christoph is behind the slow BMW.
Yay.
He's so slow, and when I'm trying to pass, he blocked me.
See, we can get 29 laps out of the rough. And like Victor just did, come down pit lane with 0.6 laps worth of fuel. So about 1.8 litres or so.
And I did a lot of lift and coast, and I was behind.
Well, the other thing now that they got their slower driver in their car, and we're pulling away again a little bit.
I think it's better you go as fast as you can and then see in the end.
That's my preferred strategy every time, to just... Because so many things can happen before then.
Yeah, it's so much with back markers and HPDs. And
Right side.
if you are lucky,
Clear.
you can get behind another car that is pretty fast too. Then you can lift and coast behind and still get good lap times.
Yeah, and there's also the possibility that you slow down playing the numbers game and something happens to the car in front and you could have got them,
Yeah,
but you slowed down.
Yeah, but they're 3 laps ahead. So.
Give them
I don't know
pressure.
if that's gonna happen.
well, they can crash.
Yeah, they might crash. Weren't you praying to the gods for a disconnect or something?
We have to call the F1 guys to
Yeah.
have their computers.
Yeah.
software.
The fact that you're at this stage of the race talking about how you can either save third, get second, or maybe luck into the win is immense, though.
We can skip changing the tires and save some time.
Yeah, well that's gonna happen on that last stop, because we're literally gonna be talking about a lap anyway. It's going to depend as well whether we're right in front of the leader. It might work out better to let the leader overtake us or something like that on the penultimate lap.
Yeah.
That's probably a better strategy.
Right, I'm in the car in a second, so I'm going to switch channels again, guys. Good luck. I'll switch in a bit.
And you
Good night.
have a good one.
User left your channel.
With the new engine, the car feels like new.
It does, doesn't it?
I don't know the top speed, but
Well, right now,
about
behind
1 second faster.
yeah, behind the car in front in the draft, Christoph got up to about 246k,
Thank you.
Yeah.
but I don't think he got the drive off the penultimate turn that he would have liked. I just think it's also the fact that it gets up to speed faster rather than right at the end of the straight.
Yeah, I think so. Because my tires felt much worse. I had more drop in lap times than before.
See, whereas for me, because I was carrying speed through the turns, unlike before, I didn't notice the drop off as much until I lost concentration and fell out of the zone. And then it became abundantly clear that the tyres didn't have as much grip.
Yeah. When I practiced yesterday, after half a stint the tires were really bad. I actually was a bit worried. Because it was had a grip in turning
Yeah,
in a lot of corners.
especially where Christoph is right now.
Yeah.
There were a
And
couple of
it
moments.
was-
Yeah, there were a couple of moments I was like, oh, yeah, the back's coming round. Whereas the last turn, it was drifting nicely. It actually helped. The lower the grip, the better it was. So this is Christoph's last stint. That'll take us to about 2 hours and something left. Are you doing another stint?
Yeah, I can do another.
Cool. And then Bailey will probably wake up then. And if he wants to do the last one, he can do the last one.
Do you change time this night too? Into daylight?
Yeah, tonight, yeah, our clocks go forward as well, yeah.
So up late, clock forward, and F1 early in the morning.
Yep. I'm hoping it's not a bore fest.
Yeah. I just hope Ericsson will not crash. It's his specialty.
Yeah. I don't mind if Hamilton goes on and wins the next 8 races and takes the title, get it over and done with.
Yeah.
Get it.
I really hate Hamilton because no, I don't know. I hate him. But Rosberg is much worse because he's not a good driver. I think he's a really bad driver.
See, I
Hamilton is
don't
much better.
I don't hate Hamilton. I'm not his biggest fan, but he is definitely more talented than Rosberg. Definitely.
Yeah.
Rosberg's good.
Yeah, well, he had the chance last year because of Hamilton's problems in the first race.
Yeah.
Races.
People seem to forget that. People seem to forget that even though it was tight, Rosberg got 50 points off Hamilton just because Hamilton didn't finish.
Yeah.
And he played dirty. I don't care what
Yeah,
he says.
Spa.
Spa, he played dirty. Monaco was on purpose. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, it was.
Because even if the initial going off wasn't on purpose, he didn't have to back up onto the track. Made no difference, but he did that to make sure the track was blocked.
It's a run-up zone at the left.
Yeah, he could have gone right to the end and stayed
Yeah.
there.
Left side.
Road
Still
restart.
there.
But yeah, I think
Still there.
Rosberg's not gonna. Rosberg
Where?
needs Hamilton to be off form, and he's not going to be. He's going to be ruthless. And that Ferrari looks like it's actually almost decent.
Yeah. I also think the Toro Rosso is good.
Yeah.
But the Renault engine is not that good.
And I'm so glad Red Bull are whinging.
Yeah. Such a babies too.
Yeah.
Whining about the engine.
The ironic thing is, didn't they push with Renault to get the engines changed to the V6 turbo in the first place?
Well, they should change back to V12.
They should go to V10s. I loved how those engines sounded.
I actually like the V6.
Leader pit road.
The
Have you
V6?
been to a race?
No.
It's much more comfortable.
On the ears.
Yeah. You don't have to use earplugs.
Hmm.
It's rather nice, I think.
Leader pit road. Leader pit road.
But you're supposed to go to motorsport and your ears are supposed to bleed.
Oh.
You see, your
Leader's
ears,
on pit road.
your ears are supposed to bleed and the circuit announcer's not supposed to make soever. That's the whole point. You're like, what did he say? No idea. What did you say?
That's the worst thing with going to races. You have no clue what's happening.
Yeah, none whatsoever.
That's because that's why you check live diving. Phone.
I'll have to admit, when it comes to going to actual races, I prefer going to watch the historic races, the historic F1, the historic GT legends, because it's more fun and you get to get really close up because you can get into the paddock. You don't need a paddock pass.
Left side. Clear.
Okay, we are G.
On your left. Clear.
You're really quiet, Rainis. Is your mouth away from the mic?
Yeah, probably.
There you go.
That's better.
Yeah, okay. Our car went into the pits at 3 hours 50 seconds left.
Perfect.
So now we will have, how long was the pit stop? 40 seconds?
Yeah. Not to mention you'll be at. Oh, where's that HPD going? What a
True.
idiot!
Through our
Right
car.
side.
Yeah, but he was picking the wrong
Clear,
side.
clear.
Yeah, but you've got the actual pit stop time, but don't forget that you're so much slower down the pit lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching now the clock. I will see the back.
Just count in the lap times.
Some small repairs still sitting in the pits. 3 hours and he's leaving the pits.
Then you need to save one lap.
Yeah.
If you
Save 1 lap, 2 laps for certain.
Left side.
But you only need to save the one and let
Clear,
the
clear,
leader
clear.
pass
Good
you.
job. Left side. Still there, door. All clear, my
These
man.
things, it's quite easy to save one line.
Yeah.
it's 0.1 per lap less.
And into the hairpin, maybe not, but into the first turn, into the last turn, you can probably get through there faster by not driving in deeper. Well, not faster, you can maintain the same lap time probably. You don't need to go in there and brake late.
It's actually quite hard to do lift and coast. It's easy to miss your braking point. but the last corner it works fine. Actually, they just need to stretch out to get one more lap.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just too late to go one more lap in one stint.
Well, if we lose one position, taking the long pit stop now, then maybe if we need to take a small one, we can just roll over the second place.
Thank you.
You'll probably find that you can save the fuel just by not getting on the gas as aggressively out of the turns. So like turn 1, you don't need to wind it up so quickly. Out of turn 4, you don't need to. Out of the hairpin, you don't need to. As Henry said, you can roll into the throttle rather than floor it.
Yeah, turn 2 and 3.
Ronnie did make only 26 laps.
He did fuel saving.
1 hour.
Ronnie. And he was slower than his normal pace as well.
Yeah, 204s, 205s, couple 203s.
He may as well just go as fast as he can then, because it's not working for him. And then that way, he goes as fast as he can, and probably still does 28 laps. You don't lose the track position, and it gives you and Henry enough track position to play around with your fuel saving.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was thinking instead you can gain the gap quite big if you go fast. Then you have enough time to do a pit stop or not lose the place. It's rather easier than to calculate and do those things.
Go for 100%.
Yeah.
See in the end. And if you can save to go one lap more in one of the 3 stints left, you will make it. Why aren't more cars crashing? It was more in the beginning.
Okay, I'm gonna switch channels. Good luck, guys.
User left your channel.
the last thing I heard as I got up to go and put the kettle on was Victor saying, "Why aren't more cars crashing?"
We need to gain some places, some positions.
Yeah, because I was checking, we're 3 laps down on the car ahead of us.
But we are doing great lap times.
Yeah, I agree. Christoph did a 2:03.3, didn't he, last lap?
Yeah. Now he's stuck behind. Again. That's the most frustrating. We are so fast. Then we
Yeah.
can go fast for like 5 laps, then someone is holding us down.
And the fact that we're faster than the cars in the top 10 is really frustrating.
And then we don't have the top speed, so we can't pass. Just because one guy couldn't.
Wait. Or just concentrate. Because there was nowhere for him to go either.
No.
He definitely wasn't trying to make a move. I think he just got his braking wrong, didn't get enough speed off, and who knows.
I think he braked when Christoph braked. Because he was a
Jo,
bit
ich war
late
jetzt
too.
gerade in der Box.
And maybe he broke too hard. Maybe he locked up.
Richtig.
Yeah.
The bit that gets me
Ich
though
komme nicht
is
so richtig auf Rundenzeit mit dem Auto.
he didn't think, oh no, I'm going to hit them, so let me sacrifice myself. Because normally in a situation like that, where you think, oh, I'm going to hit the car in front, you pull away from the apex, so you go behind them. You don't turn into the apex
Das
even
Geile
more,
ist,
so
ich
you
habe
T-bone them.
tatsächlich zweimal geschafft,
Yeah,
mich zu
you
drehen.
turn away from the turn.
But all drivers aren't that good.
Beim Beschleunigen ist er locker geworden und ich konnte nicht mehr abfangen. Timo, du sprichst nicht im Team-Channel.
The RUF seems to be a bit faster this season. It's quite fun.
Yeah, I think they did some more balance of power adjustments, didn't they? Maybe that means when the Aston Martin comes out, it's going to be ridiculously quick. And they thought, yeah,
Probably.
the rough's going to be so slow, we need to change it quick.
Left side. You're clear.
Oh my god, have you seen the latest video of the VLM crash? It's a much better view. Oh my god, that crash.
You're clear, clear.
Mike, you can have spot.